First of all, let me welcome all of our media friends for this press conference today. I am glad that all of you have assembled here at short notice. Tamil, it will come. Tamil, it will be translated. Don't worry. First, let me convey my basic introductions. Then I will read out the English. Then Tamil also will be followed. So now my first request is COVID appropriate behavior from my media friends, because all of you are in very great danger if this is not followed. This is a need for the hour because we are going to schedule our local bodies elections in this pandemic situation. Let me tell a small history. This Union Territory of Puducherry had only so far 2 local body elections in this free India. The last one was in 2006. After that, unfortunately, no elections, local body elections could be conducted in this territory. There were a lot of preparations in 2012, but it couldn't materialize, and there were litigations, protracted litigations, and it was all there, and it culminated in a contempt of court petition in the Supreme Court in this year. And this year, on April 5th, the Supreme Court of India gave a direction to the UT government as well as to the State Election Commissioner to complete the entire process within 6 months. And that period is going to be over by the 5th of October. The institutional memory of conducting this election was almost nil, because from 2006, several periods, there were no state election commissioners also in position in this Union Territory. So the preparation took more than the period which the Supreme Court gave us. Now, even with this limited time, we have done our job to our satisfaction, and we are presenting it before you. We have made extensive consultations. Consultations we have done with the Honorable LG, with the Honorable CM, with the Union Territory's administration, including Chief Secretary, the Director General of Police, because all these factors are reckoned while preparing for these civic bodies elections. Because when I said the institutional memory is lost, there are 2 reasons when I say this institutional memory. First one, the earlier election was done with ballot paper. Now, the voting by ballot paper is given way to the use of electronic voting machines. But there also the second point comes, the electronic voting machines, as the Union Territory was knowing, was only having a single post election feature. The Election Commission of India conducts the General Assembly elections. In fact, the last General Assembly election, we all know, in April was held with a single post EVM machine. But for conducting local bodies elections, we require multi-post EVMs, and actually the Union Territory was not having sufficient multi-post EVMs. We had only 1,100 machines with us, but that was not sufficient, and that is a very, very minimum number, and we had to go to our neighboring states to procure them on loan. In fact, we procured 2,000 machines from the Telangana State Election Commission and 1,300 machines from the Karnataka control units and 2,500 ballot units from the Karnataka State Election Commission. The State Election Commission places its appreciation and thanks to both the Karnataka and Telangana SEC for this, without which this would not have been a possible operation. Now, with this background, I am coming to my prepared speech or the release for today. As per the directions of the Honorable Supreme Court of India, in contempt petition diary number 2364 of 2021 in civil appeal number 4994 and 95 of 2018, dated 5th April 2021, the State Election Commission Puducherry has scheduled the civic elections for the following posts comprised in 5 municipalities and 10 commune panchayats of the Union Territory of Puducherry. The elections will be held in 3 phases. The elections posts I am mentioning now, the elections to municipalities consist of elections to chairperson of municipalities 5 number, the councillor of municipal wards is 116, and elections to commune panchayats involves 3 posts, that is commune panchayat council wards 108, village panchayat presidents 108, and village panchayat ward members 812. So from these figures you can see the effective constituencies of the local bodies. These elections are much larger than the spectrum of the General Assembly election. See, the General Assembly election had only 30 assembly constituencies, whereas here we have more than 1,100, approximately, it is absolutely 1,149 posts are available for election in 3 phases. And we have reservations for these posts also. Out of the above posts, we have made reservations as per the provisions of Articles 243D and 243T of the Indian Constitution with the relevant Pondicherry municipalities and commune panchayats, reservation of reserved seats, allotment and rotation of reserved seats and officers rules 1996. The details I am giving you in my brief. I will not read out that because it will be a repetition. Now, we are going to have the elections in 3 phases. In the first phase, the municipalities of Karaikal, Mahi and Yanam will be taken up, along with the commune panchayats of outlying region Karaikal, namely Puducherry, Nedungadu, Neravi, Tirumalayar Pattanam and Tirunalla. There will be 364 polling stations for this election first phase, and the total voters for the first phase will be 2,30,502. In the second phase, it will only cover the municipalities of Puducherry, Pondicherry and Aulgarate, and it involves 631 polling stations, 4,41,199 voters. And on the third phase, the commune panchayats of Pondicherry, namely Ariyankuppam, Bahur, Manadipet, Nettapakam and Villianur will be covered with 634 polling stations covering 3,28,555 voters. So in the first phase, there will be 276 posts, second phase 77 posts, third phase 796 posts, and the total posts for election will be 1,149 posts. Counting of votes will be carried out in 7 counting centers, 1 in Mahi, 1 in Yanam, 1 in Karaikal and 4 in Puducherry. The Commission has already appointed 15 returning officers, 91 assistant returning officers to conduct the elections. The district collectors of Puducherry and Karaikal are appointed as the district election officers, and the regional administrators of Mahi and Yanam are appointed as the regional election officers for their respective regions. The State Election Commission has appointed 4 secretaries to overlook the elections for the respective areas of their jurisdiction. Further, the State Election Commission has appointed 6 general observers, they are senior IAS officers from the Government of Union Territory of Puducherry, and there will be 6 expenditure observers from outside. They will be from the central government services of Indian Income Tax Service and the Indian Customs Service, IRS offices. We have set up 1,629 polling stations, wherein around 8,500 officers and staff will be deployed for the conduct of polls in a free, fair and transparent manner. Totally 10,03,256 voters will exercise their franchise, of which 5,84,196 are from the 5 municipalities and 4,19,060 from the 10 commune panchayats. For the first time, multi-post electronic voting machines are going to be used in civic polls in the Union Territory of Puducherry. These multi-post EVMs signifies that in municipality areas, a voter will have 2 votes, one for the municipal ward member and 1 vote for the chairman of the municipal council. And in commune panchayats, each voter will have to exercise 3 votes, one for the commune panchayat council, one for the village panchayat president, and one for the village ward member. The State Election Commission has kept the EVMs ready for the elections. The first level of checking of the EVMs is over. It was done in the presence of the political parties, and further randomization and immediate dispatch to the returning officers have been planned. The State Election Commission is requesting COVID appropriate behavior in the civic polls in line with the guidelines, SOPs of the Ministry of Home Affairs, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India, and the Health and Family Welfare Department of the Government of Puducherry and the Puducherry State Disaster Management Committee. The candidates, electors shall compulsorily sanitize their hands and wear masks before entry into any office in connection with the civic elections and maintain social distancing. In order to restrict overcrowding as well as for facilitating COVID patients for filing of nominations, online nomination facility is being provided. Further, a change is being introduced in the method of distribution and collection back of EVMs and election materials to the polling stations. The EVMs and election materials will be now directly delivered to each polling station by the sector officers with armed escort to avoid crowding of polling officials in the distribution centers on the pre-poll day, and the collection back of polled EVMs will be also done in a similar way without the officials having to come to the distribution or collection center and crowd there. Now I am coming to the schedule of the elections. The first phase of election, I said we are covering Karaikal, Mahi, Yanam, Kuttucherry, Nedungadu, Neravi, TR Pattanam and Tirunellar. Here the date of notification of election will be and the start of filing of nomination will be on 30th September 2021. The last date for filing of nomination is 7th October 2021. Scrutiny of nominations will be the next day on 8/10/2021. The last date for withdrawal of candidature is 11th October 2021. And the poll for the first phase will start on 21st October 2021. Now I come to the second phase of elections. Second phase consisting of the Pondicherry and Avalgirad municipality. The date of notification of elections, start of filing of nomination will be on 4th October 2021, and the last date for filing of nomination will be 11th October. Scrutiny of nomination will be on 12th October. Last date for withdrawal of candidature is on 15th October, and the poll day will be 25/10/2021. In the third phase, consisting of the commune panchayats of Puducherry, Ariyankuppam, Bahur, Mannadipet, Nettapakam and Villanur, the date of notification of elections, start of filing of nomination will be on 7th October 2021. Last date for filing of nomination will be 15th October. Scrutiny of nomination will be 16th of October. Last date for withdrawal of candidature will be 18th of October, and the poll day will be 28/10/2021. After poll for all the three phases, the counting will be for all phases will be on 31/10/2021. The polling hours will be from 7 a.m. in the morning to 6 p.m. with the last 1 hour scheduled for, that is 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. being earmarked for COVID patients and patients with the symptoms. Also, facilities for postal vote for COVID patients are provided, and for persons above 80 also are having the same facility. With this announcement, the model code of conduct comes into force with immediate effect from today. The model code of conduct, laws on the conduct of local body elections and the relevant information of electoral rolls, polling stations, contact details of the DEOs, REOs, ROs, AROs and other officials of the State Election Commission are available in the Commission's website sec.py.gov.in. State Election Commission appeal to media, electors, candidates and their agents, workers and all officials involved to take the COVID-19 vaccine first or second dose as applicable for taking part in local bodies elections 2021. Further, as a precautionary measure to prevent COVID outbreaks, Commission is banning processions, road shows, street plays and cycle, bike, vehicle rallies. Public meetings and house-to-house campaigning will be allowed with strict restrictions. In addition, since these elections are at the grassroots level, the Commission has restricted the period of campaigning to the shortest permissible by the relevant acts and rules. Now, the announcement schedule for elections to the indirect elections for the following seats, that is Vice Chairman of Municipalities, Chairman of Commune Panchayat Council, Vice Chairman of the Commune Panchayat Council and Vice President of the Village Panchayat in Commune Panchayats will be released after the declaration of the results of the direct elections in the municipalities and Commune Panchayats. The details of seat for these indirect elections are as follows: Vice Chairman 5, Municipalities 5, Chairman of the Commune Panchayat Council 10, Vice Chairman of the Commune Panchayat Council 10, Vice President of the Village Panchayat 108.